Okay, folks, we're getting close. 10 seconds.
Bye, Kyrian.
Somebody check the doorbell.
6, 5,
Let's go to
4,
black.
3.
Taste the memory.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I'm finally on Hotmail, so feel free to email me. Listen, don't worry. I find that most people enjoy playing alone. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
Shaggy's Roof Carpet. You'll never have to mop your roof again.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. All right, let's do this thing. To get started, I Heart Attack New York. In which country is a pizza lover most likely to find a I Heart NY style t-shirt that reads I Heart ZA? New Zealand, South America, Zimbabwe, or South Africa? Did someone order a pizza with extra pepperoni? Here's what a right answer looks like. The official abbreviation for South Africa, whether sending a letter or using an internet domain, is ZA. It's also the symbol for zinc aluminum. If you really love zinc aluminum, you should wear one of these I Heart ZA shirts. I mean, who doesn't love zinc aluminum? I'm never gonna sell all these shirts. May I introduce Snake It Off. Snake it all off. If wrestler Jake the Snake takes about as long to shed his skin-tight skivvies as it does his pet snake to shed its skin, how many consecutive Monday Night Raws will he miss while he's undressing? 2 Monday Night Raws, 8 Monday Night Raws, 24 Monday Night Raws, or 52 Monday Night Raws? That's so wrong. Oh, you're gonna kick yourself. A snake shedding process typically lasts up to 2 weeks, or 2 Mondays. However, it only takes 2 hours for Jake to digest an entire field mouse. This one's called Apostrophe Feels So Good, and it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off the names of 7 companies. For each one, tell me if the company has an apostrophe in its logo, or the company does not have an apostrophe in its logo. If there is an apostrophe, press 1. If there's no apostrophe, press the number 2. Each one right gets you $300. But get one wrong and lose more than just a punctuation mark. And you've only got 30 seconds. Okay, let's move. McDonald's, Walgreens, Wendy's, Harrods, Starbucks, Lowe's, Applebee's. Nerd! And if you're my mom, you just add an apostrophe S to the end of everything. Cookie, run down to the Walmarts, and if they don't have it, stop by Best Buys or Targets or Kmart's on the way back. Let's try A Medical Nightmare on Elm Street. Which of these frightening medical conditions would not cause Freddy Krueger to vigorously scratch himself with his finger knives? Psoriasis, shingles, eczema. Unlike psoriasis, eczema, and shingles, which cause itching, halitosis causes bad breath. Although it's probably safe to say Freddy Krueger has also not brushed his teeth in a long time.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
I call this one, I Can Has Cheeseburger in Paradise. Ever been to a Jimmy Buffett concert? His fans call themselves parrot heads, but I kind of lean toward calling them middle-aged, haven't been out of the house in a while, and I'm tipsy from this frozen daiquiri heads. Anyway, since they insist on calling themselves parrot heads, which accessory would be most appropriate if parrot heads had the same physical features as real parrots? A Hawaiian shirt with 2 neck holes, coconut bras with room for 8 breasts, sunglasses with independently moving lenses, or sandals with toe room on both ends? Get this, parrots are zygodactyls. For those of you who are not veterinarians, that means they have 2 toes in front and 2 in back. Parrot heads, like parrots, also seem to just say the same thing over and over again. Woo, I'm drunk! Woo, I'm drunk! That's all we got for round 1. And you're doing pretty well, probably because there's no competition. Keep in mind, all the prizes are doubled in round 2. All right, you ready? Too bad. Why not try pastry white thighs? It would most likely be the cake boss's favorite European queen, Queen Elizabeth I, Anne Boleyn, Marie Antoinette, or Queen Isabella II. Marie Antoinette, Queen of France, supposedly said let them eat cake when she was told her subjects had no bread to eat. That's something the cake boss would like to hear. Cake Boss is one suspenseful, nerve-wracking show. Is he going to use cream filling or fruit? I can't watch! Question 7! Take a stab at the color of genius. You know, I think it's time we hired a big-time fashion designer to class up the You Don't Know Jack look. If Donna Karen New York creates a designer You Don't Know Jack game box that uses the 4-color printing process, what will we get? A DKNY, YDKJ, and KJNY? A DKNY, YDNJ, and CMYN? A DKNY, YDKJ, and DKMY? Or a DKNY, YDKJ, and CMYK? Time is short. Donna Karen New York, or DKNY, would make a You Don't Know Jack game, or YDKJ, using the color model known as Cyan, Magenta, Yellow, and Key, or CMYK. And then we'll get Calvin Klein to make us some 4-color CK, CMYK, YDKJ underwear.
Larkin chicken is picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
How about pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening? It's true, when pizza's on a bagel, you can eat it any time. Even really late at night when you're watching a movie and falling asleep during the credits. Okay, I had this utterly bizarre dream where I was this really smart guy who used his intelligence to con people for a living. I even swindled my own mother, played in my dream by my real mom, into thinking I'm just your average son. And I vaguely remember making fake checks and having these difficult jobs, like a pilot. But here's the weirdest part. A couple of detectives are in pursuit, but they're not people, they're my cats, Mayonnaise and Poopsie. I forge a strong and complicated bond with Mayonnaise all the way until our cat and mouse game ends. What movie was I watching? Matchstick Men? Catch Me If You Can? Yeah, that's it. I watched the 2002 film Catch Me If You Can. In a related note, regardless of the movie, I always end up dreaming that Christopher Walken is my father.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me, if I die.
Next, you're that clever landmark, aren't you? Which of these statements about famous landmarks is true? The Leaning Tower of Pisa is actually leaning. The Spanish Steps are actually in Spain. Red Square is actually in the shape of a square. Or the Leaning Tower of Pisa is in fact, in reality, in actuality, leaning. The only problem is if you send an email from inside the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the font comes out in italics. Hold me, never let me go. Coming up, a one-god band. If the Hindu deity Shiva became a rock god, what's the most epic feat it could accomplish while using two-handed instruments? Rocking 2 cowbells, shredding 3 rhythm guitars, melting faces with 4 bass guitars, or destroying 5 synthesizers? Time's running. Here's what you meant to pick. It takes 2 arms to play all these instruments properly, and Shiva has 8 arms in total. That's 4 bass guitars. So Shiva's gonna get 4 times as many chicks as a normal bass player, which still calculates to 0. Step right up to the Jack Attack. When you see two clues that match, press 1. 4,000 if you're right, but if you're wrong, you lose 4,000. And of course,
Remember the clue.
it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. People, animals. Like Crocodile Dundee, but with real actual people. Good luck. There it is! You're an animal. Nobody can tame you. But to avoid any overpopulation, we're gonna go ahead and have you fixed.
You don't know Jack!
Good game, everyone. Donnie, what's next?
All right, give me the hey sign if you're interested in more playage.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Jordan.
Happy birthday. I know I usually forget to buy you anything, but this year I got you something from the Cloud Registry.
The Cloud Registry, what's that?
I got a cloud named after you.
Oh.
And it comes with a certificate of authentication that I printed out on my dot matrix printer.
So which cloud is mine?
What's that?
Which cloud is named after me?
Oh. That one.
The one that sort of looks like a race car?
Sure.
Steve, did you just make this up because you forgot to get me something for my birthday?
No! It's totally a real thing. Listen to this announcer. The Cloud Registry. Totally a real thing.
You just did that by cupping your mouth in your hands.
Well, happy birthday, buddy. Gotta go. Bye. Hey, get your friend a gift from the Cloud Registry. It's really a real thing.
Bowling. Why ruin such a primal sport by gingerly putting your fingers through the ball like a dainty little schoolgirl? Introducing Fistable bowling equipment for the dude who takes on the world knuckles first. We customize all of our balls, bags, and shoes so they fit your fist perfectly, and you can get right down to the business of punching out a game.
Wow, nice frame, mister.
Out of my way!
Ow.
Fistable Bowling Equipment Incorporated. When life gives you a 7-10 split, punch it hard.
Hello, I'm Senator Bruce Stegmeyer. I'm hard on crime, and I approve this cartoon bono sound.
I joined because I was looking for adventure.
I joined because I wanted a challenge.
I joined because I'm retired and they were looking for people over 55 who collect replica muskets.
Civil War reenactments are all about staging a fake battle that will impress tourists on their summer vacation.
Civil War reenactments are great because when you fake your death, you get to take a little nap.
If you're thinking about joining, you should expect to eat a lot of stew and wear really itchy wool uniforms.
You better like the music of people playing the spoons, because that happens a lot.
This ain't your granddad's war. It's your great-great-granddad's war. The old, the eccentric, the Civil War reenactors.
Hello, I'm Nick Bear, and I'm not here to sell you anything. I used my own money to buy some advertising time to let the world know that I hate Jeff Hansen. This isn't a tricky sales ploy or a joke. Seriously, Jeff Hansen of Chicago, Illinois is a real person and a jerk, and I really hate him. A lot. I am not a rich man. This commercial's expensive and is taking most of the money that I would use to send my children to college. But if it makes any of you understand just how much I hate Jeff Hansen, who is a real person who works in Chicago and lives in Evanston, has brown hair and is about 6'4", then it will be worth it. If I have one hope, it is that spending my entire life savings in these scary economic times will burn the name Jeff Hansen into your brain so that if you ever have the misfortune of actually meeting him, you will remember just how deeply and totally I hate this man and take it as a warning to steer clear. Thank you for listening, unless you happen to be Jeff Hansen, in which case, you, sir.
And now a message from the law offices of Edgar J. Penrod.
I'm attorney Edgar J. Penrod. Have you recently been in an auto accident? Have you suffered major injuries? If you answered yes to both of these questions, then chances are you're the person I hit with my car last week. So call the law offices of Edgar J. Penrod today. Because hey, nobody wants to go to court, right?
The law offices of Edgar J. Penrod. Sorry, our bad.